Should I sell my probate property or trust property to an investor? Well, stay right here because that's what we're covering today. So, can you sell the home that you're responsible for in a probate or trust situation to an investor? Well, yes, you can. And many executors, administrators, and trustees just don't have time or energy to prepare the house for sale. And they think that's what they're going to have to do if they're going to sell to a traditional buyer. Of course, selling to an investor, you probably won't have to fix up the home and you won't have to get it to a marketable, appealing to a wider audience condition. But many home buyers, first-time home buyers and buy-up buyers, need to have a home in some type of move-in condition. And experience shows that inherited properties do need some type of repairs and updates. You're probably wondering how much an investor will pay for your house. Now, an executor or administrator is responsible for carrying out the wishes of the deceased. In practice, the executor's duties involve making sure that all the estate's debts are paid and that the remaining assets are distributed in accordance with what the deceased wishes were, or if there's no will, in accordance with the state law. Now, let me share with you Karen's story. Karen's dad of 92 passed away in California, and Karen was in Wisconsin. Like you, she received many offers in the mail from investors wanting to make life easier by paying a flat amount, no repairs needed, just close escrow, be done, no more stress. Now, as I mentioned earlier, by selling straight out to an investor, you will have no repairs, no fixes, but the important piece to the equation is knowing the market and the value of the property right now. Luckily for Karen, she was introduced to me by Sherry, who had met with her to do an estate sale. So I walked Karen's dad's property with her, made notes on what would be required to make the home financeable, and thereby opening up to a larger buying audience, and then got estimates for her on the work to compare the investment of the repairs against the end result of the return on that investment. Then Karen could decide what would be best for the estate that she was responsible for and the return to all the beneficiaries by weighing out investment costs, carrying costs, time turnaround, and net to the estate from both perspectives. Now, additionally, I was able to lay out a third option of selling to an investor by having an investor open house, inviting the 40 investors I'm connected with so that Karen could get the highest bid from a cash-only scenario instead of one. So let's look at the comparison between selling as is or fixing up to sell to a more traditional buyer. Keep in mind, some may sell to an investor directly, and the biggest loss comes in the lack of understanding of whether what the investor is offering is a good price. Investors are going to lowball. I mean, that's what they do. Because they're making a business decision. For them, they're looking at the cost of the repairs and the updates and the profits to them from that whole experience once they sell. That's why it's really important that you have accurate information regarding the value in the home. Now, the timeline for a traditional buyer at the higher price is generally 30 days. And for the cash offer from an investor, if everything goes in a timely fashion, is generally 20 days. Now you may say, what does that mean? Well, by law, a notice of proposed action must be sent to all of the beneficiaries of the estate at the time of an offer, which they each have 15 days to respond either yes, continue with the sale process, or no, I want to contest the sale, in which case that can sometimes be an extra step of negotiation and longer timelines. Now, when you choose to use me and the team to help you through the preparation, the marketing, and successful sale of the property you're responsible for, I'll present you with the options for you in your situation to make the best choice for selling your loved one's home. Thank you for watching. Comment if this was useful and share with a friend who may be overwhelmed with the process of handling the state of a loved one. And I'll see you next time.